All right, listen up. You ever hear about a dude named Michael Walker? Bro is living that smooth New York life. Good money, clean house, nice car. The whole I made it package. But the real flex. His son, Ethan. Kid was funny, goofy, obsessed with basketball and chicken nuggets. Straight up best part of Michael's day. Every afternoon, Michael pulls up outside the school, waits in his fancy ride, scrolling his emails like a typical finance guy. School lets out. Kids flood the place like a damn jailbreak. Parents honking, teachers yelling, usual chaos. But today, Ethan doesn't show. 5 minutes. Okay, he's probably messing around. 10 minutes. Still nothing. Now Michael's stomach is doing backflips. My dude walks inside the school. Hallways are dead quiet. Like zombie movie after the apocalypse quiet. The security guy's like, "So your kid left already?" 3:05 p.m., same as always. Michael freezes. Like someone unplugged him from reality? He walks back outside. And I see roommate phone buzzes. Unknown number. When he opens that message, his whole world just shatters. Picture of Ethan, sitting inside a black SUV, scared, looking out the window like, "Dad, where you at?" Below the pic, just 2 words. Please stay quiet. Now imagine that hits you. Your whole soul drops to your feet. Next message pops up. Try to follow instructions. No mistakes. Phone rings. Unknown number again. Michael answers, voice shaking like crazy. "Who are you? Where is my son?" But the guy on the phone? Calm, cold, like a Netflix villain. "Mr. Walker, we know your job. You move money for powerful clients. Offshore accounts, crypto, you're going to help us." Michael tries bargaining. "I can pay you." "No cash," the voice interrupts. "You will transfer. $2 million who's digital tonight, 3 hours. Do not call the cops. Do not get smart." Michael's breathing all messed up. "If I do this, you let Ethan go." No promises. Just follow orders. Call ends. Michael is sitting there shaking and pissed off at the same time. He looks around as is someone watching him. Are cameras on him right now? He can't trust anything. Then another ping. Fair to live location. Ethan moving farther away. And a final message. Don't try to be a hero. Michael grips the wheel so hard his fingers go white. Tears trying to break out, but nope. Dude locks himself in father warrior mode. They think he's weak. They think he'll just do the job and sit quiet. Nah. Michael starts his engine, flooring it out of the parking lot, eyes locked on that location. He doesn't know the plan. He doesn't know the risks. But he knows one thing for damn sure. He's getting his son back. Even if he has to burn the whole world down to do it. All right, so Michael's driving like a man running from his shadow. His eyes locked on that live location link. It keeps moving, which means Ethan is still alive. But every second feels like someone tightening a rope around his heart. He reaches home, drops his keys. The house feels wrong, quiet in a way that makes your skin crawl. Before he can think, his laptop screen lights up by itself. A video call request pops up. Unknown caller, of course. He clicks accept with a shaking hand. First just static, then a figure wearing a plain hoodie, face blurred like some creepy hacker movie. And behind that glitchy figure tied to a chair, blindfolded. Ethan. Michael loses it. "Ethan!" "I'm here, buddy." The distorted voice cuts him down. No screaming. "You want him safe, do exactly what we say." Then the screen changes to a digital wallet address. Big text, $2 million, and a freaking countdown timer starts ticking. 3 hours, not 3 days. 3 hours. Michael's mind is like a tornado. That kind of money isn't just sitting around in his pocket. If he moves his client's funds, he's a criminal. But if he doesn't, the voice returns. "And Michael, don't contact anyone. We see everything." Call drops. Timer keeps ticking like a bomb. Doorbell rings. Worst timing ever. It's his neighbor. Nice old Mrs. Collins. She's smiling like nothing is wrong. Michael forces a smile back, barely breathing. She says she's seen weird cars in the neighborhood lately. That hits Michael hard. They've been watching. For days, maybe weeks. He closes the door fast. Looks out the window. And guess what he sees down the street? A black SUV. Same vibe as the one from the photo. Tinted windows. Engine running, like it's waiting for him to screw up. Michael grabs his laptop again. Timer's still killing him with every tick. His hands shake. He wants to call the cops. He wants to call anyone. But he can't lose Ethan. Then another message hits the screen. One line. Don't make this harder than it already is. Michael whispers to himself, I'll get you back, son. Not a promise. A threat to the universe. He sits down, cracking his knuckles, opening programs, systems, accounts. His brain switches into survival mode. If they want money, fine. But he's not letting them win. Time 02:36:09 and counting. And outside, that black SUV doesn't move an inch. Michael speeds through the city like the road is a straight line toward his son's heartbeat. Streetlights smear into long neon streaks across his windshield. His hands squeeze the steering wheel so tight he can feel the panic pumping through his veins. He checks the rearview mirror again. Those same headlights, same distance, too steady. Someone's tailing him. He switches lanes. The car follows. He exits toward the old train yard. The car follows again. No doubt left. Timer, 1:47:09. He can't lead them to the firm. So he takes a sharp turn down a narrow alley. Tires shriek against asphalt. The pursuing car tries the same turn, but slams hard on the brakes. Nose kissing a dumpster. Michael doesn't wait. He floors it and disappears into traffic. He lets out a shaky half-laugh. Not victory, just temporary survival. Downtown rises ahead, tall glass towers silently watching. His investment firm stands at the center, cold, polished, the kind of place where fortunes move in whispers behind locked doors. He parks underground and sprints toward the elevator. Every echoing footstep sounds like a warning. Shadows look alive. His mind keeps flashing pictures of Ethan, terrified. Alone, wondering if Dad is coming. 27th floor. Motion lights flicker on like they're nervous too. Empty office. Too empty. He rushes to his workstation, unlocks the drawer, and grabs the security key, a simple little USB stick worth billions. His hands shake. Every second screams danger. Suddenly, darkness. Everything shuts off. A beat of silence. Then red emergency lights flicker on, bathing everything in a pulse of fear. His phone buzzes in his pocket. New message. No cops. No hero moves. Cameras are everywhere. Michael looks upward. A tiny surveillance camera blinks, like a digital eye watching him breathe. Timer 5:38. He plugs the key into his laptop. The restricted access system loads. Progress bar climbs. 20%, 45%, 73%. Clang, metal heavy, from the far side of the office. Michael's heart seizes. He isn't alone. Another thud. Slow boots. A massive shadow approaches. A walk of someone confident enough to know you can't escape. 98%. Then a voice from the darkness, calm, almost friendly. And that makes it terrifying. You shouldn't have come alone, Michael. Michael's chest tightens. He knows that voice. A man who once sat across from him in boardrooms, now selling him out. 100%. A quiet beep. Michael rips the USB out and slams the laptop shut. He turns to run, but the figure steps into the red glow. Blocking the exit, smiling like he's already won, Michael whispers, I'll do anything. Just don't hurt my son. The man laughs, smooth and cruel. Anything? Good, because we're just getting started. Red emergency lights keep pulsing, like the whole office is having a heart attack. Michael stands frozen, one step from escape. But the man blocking the exit looks like a nightmare dressed in a tailored suit. His name, Lucas Wardino. Board member. $1 billion smile, and now? Snake with the fangs out. Michael whispers, voice shaking. Lucas. Please, Ethan is just a kid. Lucas tilts his head like he's observing a bug. Do you think this is about your son? That flash drive holds access to a vault the world isn't supposed to know exists. He taps his watch. And someone a lot scarier than me wants it. Timer on Michael's phone. Okinthes, Bedin. Michael tries to steady his breathing. You used to care about people, Lucas. That was before I learned people are liabilities. Money doesn't judge. Money doesn't disappoint. It obeys. His grin widens. Now hand me the key. Michael clutches the USB like it's Ethan's pulse. Then, a gun clicks in from behind Lucas. A woman's voice. Step away from him. Lucas freezes. Michael's jaw drops. Agent Kira Reeves. He's seen her only once. in a meeting with a government observer. Badge no one could question. Rumor said she audited corruption in the finance world. Truth, she's way above anyone's pay grade. Kira, Michael stammers. Why? No time, she says sharply. Michael, you have something we need to keep out of the wrong hands. We'll protect your son if you trust me. Lucas laughs dark and loud. Protect? You mean own it. Your agency's been drooling for that key for years. Kira doesn't blink. Move or I drop you. Lucas slowly raises his hands but keeps talking. Michael, think. She won't help you. The moment she gets that drive, your son becomes a loose end. Michael's stomach twists into knots. Every word feels true and false at the same time. He takes one cautious step back. Kira signals him to stay behind her. A loud boom shakes the entire floor. Sprinklers burst. Alarms scream. The whole place turns into a storm of water and red light. Kira yells over the chaos. They're here! The ones who took your son. Michael looks toward the hallway. Black armored figures sprinting toward them. Faceless helmets reflecting the emergency lights. Gunfire erupts. Glass explodes everywhere. Kira grabs Michael's arm. Run! Lucas dives behind a desk, vanishing into the smoke and sirens. Michael and Kira dash through the emergency stairs. Boots thunder behind them. Each step feels like death chomping closer. Halfway down, Kira speaks fast. This isn't about ransom. Whoever controls that key controls the global market. They can crash countries, erase wealth, rewrite power. Michael gasps for air. I just want to get my son back. She looks at him, quick, fierce. And that's why we need you alive. They reach the parking level. Kira unlocks a black SUV with a remote gesture. Michael jumps inside, adrenaline screaming. As she slams the door and floors the gas, Michael's phone buzzes again. New message. Ersmaris's tick-tock. Your son is waiting. Attached a live video stream. Ethan crying, blindfolded. Timer. 19:59:42. The countdown has hit the 1 hour. Michael grips the USB stick with shaking fingers. For Ethan. He'll go to hell and back, but it looks like hell is already chasing him. The SUV cuts through the night, tires screeching. Wind whipping through the cracked window. Michael's eyes stay glued to the live stream of Ethan. Terrified the feed might go dark. Where are we going? He asks, voice tight. A safe house, Kira snaps. Off-grid. Cameras can't track us. Michael swallows hard. Lucas said my son becomes a loose end once you get the drive. Kira doesn't blink. Lucas would sell his own mother if it got him a jet. Don't let a traitor mess with your mind. They exit the city, forest roads swallowing them whole. Silence except the engine and Michael's fear. Timer. 48:06. At last a cabin appears. Old wood forgotten by the world. Inside reinforced walls monitors encrypted gear. A bald man with a scar turns to them. This him? Yes, Kira replies. Michael Hayes, the key carrier. Michael holds up the USB. Why is this worth my son's life? Rhodes sighs. There's a vault in a European microbank. Ghost funds, billions hidden. Whoever controls it can crash markets overnight. Trillions vanish. Why me? Michael whispers. You created the algorithm protecting the vault, Kira says. Only you can unlock it safely. Michael steps back. I was building AI to stop fraud, not this. Kira softens. Monsters don't need permission to use your inventions. Suddenly alarms scream. Engines roar outside. Black SUVs surround the cabin. Boom. Explosion shakes the bunker. Glass shatters. Dust falls. Rhodes grabs a rifle. Kira yanks Michael behind cover. They're here. Whoever took your son, they found us. Michael grips the USB, knuckles white. Timer, 143:12. Kira looks at him, eyes fierce. For Ethan, you'll go through hell. But hell is already at the door. Shadows move. Soldiers drop through the breach like predators in the red light. Michael's chest tightens. One thought pulses through his veins. I'm getting my son back. No matter what. The black SUVs outside the safe house move like predators circling a wounded animal. Michael crouches behind Kira, heartbeat pounding like a bass drum in his ears. Every second feels heavier than the last. Timer on his phone. On 42:11. Less than an hour to get his son back. Stay low, Kira whispers, scanning monitors. They're not just after the drive. They want you alive until Ethan's a pawn. After that, Who knows? Michael swallows, gripping the USB stick. I just want my kid safe. Kira glances at him sharply. And you will. But you gotta move fast. Follow me. They sprint through a secret hatch at the back of the cabin. Concrete stairs spiral down into a hidden bunker beneath the forest. Red lights blink. Alarms echo faintly from outside. Rhodes locks the hatch behind them. Heavy steel. Temporary safety, but not for long. Michael crouches near a console, eyes darting over monitors, showing cameras all around the property. Black SUVs surround the cabin like vultures. One of them opens a door. Silhouetted figures step out, moving with precision. Count at least 20 heavily armed, Rhodes says, voice low. They're trained, coordinated. Not amateurs. Michael's chest tightens. They won't hurt Ethan, right? Not if we do this right, Kira says. But if we fail, there's no coming back. The console flashes a map of the forest. Michael notices a route, a hidden path to a river that leads straight to an extraction point. That's our way out, he asks. Yes, but we can't go all at once. They're watching. Cameras, drones, the works. Kira hands him a headset. Stay on comms. Listen to me. Every move counts. One wrong step, and they know exactly where you are. Michael nods, adrenaline firing. He tucks the USB into a secure pocket, the weight of the world pressing against his chest. Every second closer to Ethan feels like a lifetime. Suddenly, a loud crash above. Debris falls. A shadow moves across a broken window. The cabin isn't safe anymore. Go, now, Kira shouts. They sprint down the concrete tunnel. Water drips from the ceiling. Echoing footsteps follow them, too many to count. Michael's legs burn, lungs screaming. He keeps picturing Ethan scared but still alive. Halfway to the river exit, Kira pauses. Shh, listen. A faint beep from a tracker under Michael's coat. Someone is inside the safe house, watching, tracking, waiting. Michael freezes. Fear hits harder than anything he's ever felt. But he clenches his jaw. One thought dominates. Nothing stops me from saving my son. They reach the hidden river path. Moonlight glints off the water. Kira gestures. Jump in. Keep moving. Michael takes a deep breath. Steps into the cold river water. The current hitting like ice. Behind him, shadows stretch closer. And somewhere upstream, a faint light. Could it be hope? Or another trap? Timer, 131:57. Michael whispers under his breath. Just hold on, Ethan, Dad's coming. The river is freezing, but Michael doesn't notice. Every step through the current is like walking through molten fear. Water slaps against his chest, but he keeps moving. The USB stick in his pocket feels heavier than a brick worth more than life itself. To the wrong people. Keep your head down, Kira hisses. Drones above. Sensors in the trees. They see everything. Michael glances up. Shadows flicker across the moonlit water. Silent. Fast, too coordinated to be random. His pulse is deafening, but he forces himself to focus. Ethan, that's the only thought that matters. Timer. 128:45. A faint noise, metal scraping, echoes along the riverbank. Michael freezes. Kira gestures for him to stay low. Two figures step onto the shore, armored, faces hidden. Automatic rifles glint in the moonlight. They start scanning, moving methodically. God, they're pros, Michael mutters under his breath. They're also predictable, Kira says calmly. Follow me and don't make a sound. They slip behind a fallen tree, moving like shadows themselves. Michael's legs burn, lungs screaming for oxygen, but he doesn't stop. One misstep could cost Ethan his life. Suddenly his phone buzzes. A new message from Lucas. Yes, Lucas Gilquance, sent from an unknown number. You think you're clever, Michael. I know where you are. And so do others. Michael's stomach drops. Lucas isn't alone. Someone bigger, someone darker, is pulling the strings. The same people who took Ethan. Timer, 122:10. Kira stops abruptly. Shh, listen. From upstream, a low hum vibrates through the air. Drones, at least 3, circling, scanning with infrared. Their spotlight flickers over the river like a predator marking prey. Michael's teeth grit. How do we get past them? Fast, quiet, don't look up. Only move when I signal. They inch forward, water swirling around their knees. Every step feels like walking a tightrope over a pit of vipers. Michael's hands grip the USB. Sweat mixes with river water. Fear and adrenaline collide into pure determination. Halfway through, a ripple. One drone tilts its spotlight toward them. Kira yanks Michael down behind a rock. His heart is in his throat. Time, 118:37. They hold their breath. Seconds stretch like hours. Then the drone moves on. Michael exhales silently, relief crashing over him. Not safe yet. Not even close. Another message pops up on his phone. You'll never see him unless you finish what we started. Michael clenches his jaw. Thirsty Samwawa. Finish what they started? That can only mean one thing. The USB. The vault, Lucas, Kira, the agency, it's all connected. They reach a small landing along the river. Kira points to a black inflatable raft tied under a tree. Get in. Paddle fast. Michael climbs in, heart racing. The current takes them quickly downstream. Trees whip past. Shadows flicker. Somewhere in the distance, a faint light. Maybe their extraction point. Maybe a trap. Timer, 112 and 54. Michael whispers, I'll get you back. Ethan, I promise. But behind them, the night isn't done hunting yet. The raft cuts through the river like a whisper of hope. But Michael knows better. Every shadow along the bank could hide death. His arms burn from paddling, muscles screaming. But fear fuels him harder than anything. Timer, count to 11:07. Keep your head low. Kira hisses. Her eyes scan the tree line like radar. Drones upstream, sensors on the banks. They'll spot movement faster than we blink. Michael's chest is tight. How the hell did Lucas know all this? And why isn't the agency just stopping him? Kira's face stays calm, but her eyes flash fire. Because the agency isn't the only player. Lucas made some dangerous friends. People who control more than money. They can bend the system. Erase evidence, crush lives. Michael swallows hard. Ethan. The kid is all that matters. Every decision, every move, revolves around bringing him back. A sudden splash upstream. Reflexively, Michael ducks. A drone whirs overhead, scanning the river. Spotlights sweep like searching predators. Hold still, Kira orders. Wait for my signal. Michael's body locks. Heart racing, breath shallow. Seconds stretch like hours, then Kira gestures. Go! They paddle furiously, water slapping against the sides. Behind them, the hum of drones grows louder. Shadows of black SUVs flicker through the trees, moving like wolves circling their prey. Timer, wink 7:50. Michael, Kira whispers. You're gonna have to use that drive soon. Whoever took Ethan is not playing small. The vault controls more than just money. They control power. Michael clenches the USB. I just wanted a normal life, a kid. That's it. Normal doesn't exist for people like us, she snaps. Adapt or die. They reach a bend in the river. Moonlight glints off metal across the shore. More SUVs, armed figures, rifles raised. Too many to outrun. Kira pulls a flare from her belt and lights it. Red fire bursts into the sky, blinding drones and forcing shadows to flinch. Now, she yells. They paddle hard, spraying water in all directions. The river narrows, current stronger. Michael's muscles scream, but adrenaline carries him forward. Every second counts. A sudden shot rings out. The flare sizzles. Michael ducks instinctively. Kira yells, Almost there! Ahead, a small landing hidden by trees. Extraction point. Helicopter blades slicing through the night, ready. Timer, 104:33. Michael glances at the riverbank. Every shadow could mean death. Every second could be Ethan's last. He whispers, teeth clenched, Hold on. Ethan, Dad's coming, no matter what. The chopper light glints on the water. Hope. Maybe salvation. Or maybe the trap isn't over yet. The helicopter hovers low over the river, blades thrashing water into a mist that stings Michael's face. Heart pounding, he grips the USB like it's Ethan's pulse. Timer. Gen 0302. 3 minutes to extraction or failure. Jump now, Kira shouts, voice cutting through the rotor noise. Michael swings his legs over the raft. Currents slam into him, nearly tipping the boat. He paddles hard, following Kira's lead. Behind them, SUVs screech along the riverbank. Flashlights cut through the fog like searchlights from hell. Armed men sprint, rifles raised. Every shadow, every ripple, could be the last sight Michael sees. Keep your head low, Kira screams, yanking him toward a narrow dock. One wrong move and they'll pop us like balloons. Michael's lungs burn, arms cramp, but adrenaline pushes him. Ethan. He pictures the kid blindfolded, scared but still alive. Every stroke, every splash is for him. A bullet ricochets off the dock. Wood splinters fly. Michael ducks instinctively. One shot could end everything. Timer, 102, Ulven. The chopper descends closer, wind whipping, light swinging over the river. Kira grabs Michael's arm, pulling him onto the dock. Go, now. They sprint toward the ladder, but SUVs block the shore. Black shadows moving fast, rifles ready. Michael freezes for a heartbeat, then rage and fear collide. He yells, "Ethan! I'm coming!" Kira pushes him up the ladder. Blades slice the air above, throwing water and wind. Michael climbs, muscles screaming. Bullets ricochet into the river. Splashes everywhere. Another figure emerges from the tree line. Lucas, smirk on his face. Gun aimed at the chopper. Going somewhere, Hayes? Michael's stomach drops. Rage flares. He swings his arm, slamming the USB into a metal railing. Sparks fly. Lucas hesitates. Just a moment, enough. Michael hauls himself into the helicopter. Kira grabs his hand. Hold on. The pilot yanks the stick. The chopper lifts, swaying violently. Below, the river flashes past. The SUVs chase, engines roaring, rifles firing. Timer. 1-2-1-2. Michael clutches the USB, looking down at the river, the black SUVs shrinking. He whispers, "I'll get you back, Ethan, I swear." A sudden flare lights up the sky. One of the SUVs is hit, explosion. Debris sprays into the night. Lucas yells, furious. The helicopter sways. Wind bites. Michael's chest tightens. This isn't over. Not by a long shot. Timer, 100B45. Above, the city lights glint. Somewhere in the distance. Ethan waits. And Michael knows the real fight has only just begun. The helicopter hovers low over the river, blades thrashing water into a mist that stings Michael's face. Heart pounding, he grips the USB like it's Ethan's pulse. Timer. Gen 0302. 3 minutes to extraction or failure. Jump now, Kira shouts, voice cutting through the rotor noise. Michael swings his legs over the raft. Currents slam into him, nearly tipping the boat. He paddles hard, following Kira's lead. Behind them, SUVs screech along the riverbank. Flashlights cut through the fog like searchlights from hell. Armed men sprint, rifles raised. Every shadow, every ripple, could be the last sight Michael sees. "Keep your head low!" Kira screams, yanking him toward a narrow dock. One wrong move and they'll pop us like balloons. Michael's lungs burn, arms cramp, but adrenaline pushes him. Ethan. He pictures the kid blindfolded, scared but still alive. Every stroke, every splash is for him. A bullet ricochets off the dock. Wood splinters fly. Michael ducks instinctively. One shot could end everything. Timer, 102, Ulven. The chopper descends closer, wind whipping, light swinging over the river. Kira grabs Michael's arm, pulling him onto the dock. Go, now. They sprint toward the ladder, but SUVs block the shore. Black shadows moving fast, rifles ready. Michael freezes for a heartbeat, then rage and fear collide. He yells, "Ethan! I'm coming!" Kira pushes him up the ladder. Blades slice the air above, throwing water and wind. Michael climbs, muscles screaming. Bullets ricochet into the river. Splashes everywhere. Another figure emerges from the tree line. Lucas, smirk on his face. Gun aimed at the chopper. Going somewhere, Hayes? Michael's stomach drops. Rage flares. He swings his arm, slamming the USB into a metal railing. Sparks fly. Lucas hesitates. Just a moment, enough. Michael hauls himself into the helicopter. Kira grabs his hand. Hold on. The pilot yanks the stick. The chopper lifts, swaying violently. Below, the river flashes past. The SUVs chase, engines roaring, rifles firing. Timer. 1-2-1-2. Michael clutches the USB, looking down at the river, the black SUVs shrinking. He whispers, "I'll get you back, Ethan, I swear." A sudden flare lights up the sky. One of the SUVs is hit, explosion. Debris sprays into the night. Lucas yells, furious. The helicopter sways. Wind bites. Michael's chest tightens. This isn't over. Not by a long shot. Timer, 100B45. Above, the city lights glint. Somewhere in the distance. Ethan waits. And Michael knows the real fight has only just begun. The rooftop is quiet now, save the rotor hum fading behind them. Michael holds the USB like it's Ethan himself. His eyes scan for Lucas, but the man is gone. The realization hits him. Betrayal runs deeper than he thought. Timer. Trieste Fortus, the new countdown for Ethan's location. Kira leans over, voice low. Lucas isn't working alone. Someone inside your firm tipped him off. That's why he knew every move. Michael swallows hard. All this, it was a setup? My own team? Exactly. And if we don't move fast, he's going to disappear with the vault's access, and Ethan becomes collateral. They slide down the fire escape, city lights blurring around them. Michael's head spins. He trusted co-workers, trusted the firm. Every handshake, every meeting. Was it all fake? Timer. 2918. Kira leads him to a black sedan parked in a shadowed alley. Engine purrs low. We need to get to a backup safe house, out of Lucas's network and out of sight until we track him. Michael climbs in, eyes scanning every reflection, every window. Memories flash. Smiles, casual talks, boardroom jokes. Lucas had worn a mask for months. Every joke, every friendly pat on the back, a lie. They drive through abandoned streets. Silence stretches. Then Michael notices movement, a figure on the rooftop above. Lucas, hands on a rifle, smirking, watching, waiting. Timer, sir. 11:52:04. Get down. Kira hisses, slamming the brakes. Michael ducks. Bullets ping off metal above, sparks, concrete chips. Michael's chest pounds. Betrayal has teeth. And Lucas is biting hard. Michael's hands tighten around the USB. I should have seen it coming, he mutters. Doesn't matter now, Kira replies. What matters is your son, and we're getting him back. Step 1. Track Lucas' next move. They enter a narrow underground tunnel. Emergency lights flicker. Michael's mind races. Every colleague, every ally, every friendly face could be a threat. Every secret handshake could be a setup. Timer 1:34:57. At the tunnel's end, a laptop glows on a crate. Kira types furiously, tracing digital footprints. Lucas's hack moves fast, but they can follow. Michael peers over her shoulder. Heart skips. That's the boardroom server. My firm. Kira nods grimly. He's hiding there. And he's got Ethan somewhere inside. You'll have to go in alone if we want a clean extraction. Michael breathes hard. I've trusted the wrong people my whole life. Kira looks at him, eyes sharp. Then trust me now. One step wrong and you lose him forever. The tunnel hums, lights flicker. Outside, rain begins to hammer down, washing the streets like a cleansing storm. Michael grips the USB. He knows the next move will either save his son or end everything. Timer 01:15:33. Michael and Kira reached a deserted building, completely silent, as if the city's chaos had forgotten it existed. The USB felt heavier than ever in his hands, every heartbeat echoing through his chest like a drum of war. Timer 11:05:22. Time ticking down fast to save Ethan, Kira whispered, her voice low but sharp. Lucas is inside. You'll have to go in alone if we want a clean extraction. Every step counts. Michael took a deep breath, heart pounding. This was the moment he'd been waiting for. Standing before him was Lucas, the man he thought he knew, now revealed as a traitor. Inside, every room seemed to hide a secret. The boardroom, once a place of casual meetings and jokes, now echoed with silence and danger. Timer 158:14. Lucas stood behind a massive desk, smirking, eyes cold. Welcome, Hayes. I'm glad you finally showed up. Michael's hands were sweaty. This was all your plan? Every move? Just the beginning, Lucas replied. If you want your son back, you're gonna hand over the drive. Michael stepped forward, USB in hand, chest tight with fear and adrenaline. He thought, Ethan, I'll bring you back no matter what. Kira stayed behind, eyes sharp and alert. Be ready. Every second is danger. One wrong move and it's over. Timer 142:37. Lucas pressed a button on the desk. Suddenly, a hidden sliding wall opened, revealing a row of rooms, security monitors and silent alarms. Michael realized this place wasn't just Lucas's power base. It was the core of his plan. Every step forward, Michael felt danger mounting, but he didn't retreat. The USB was no longer just money or control. It was life or death. Timer, or 3110. Michael glanced at Kira. Her face was serious but confident. We can stop him. Just show me the way. She nodded. Move forward and trust your instincts. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Michael gripped the USB tighter, took a deep breath, and stepped into Lucas's domain, knowing that at any moment, the next move could save his son or destroy everything. The hum of the air conditioning was louder than Michael's thoughts as he stepped further into the firm's core. Every shadow seemed to stretch. Every corner could hide Lucas. He gripped the USB tighter, his son's life, his future, all in his hands. Timer, at 29:54, the seconds ticking away like bullets waiting to strike. Lucas leaned casually against a filing cabinet. Arms crossed, smirk still plastered on his face. You really thought you could outsmart me, Hayes? He said, voice dripping with mockery. Michael's chest burned with anger and fear. It's over, Lucas, give up. And maybe we can still fix this without more blood. Lucas laughed low and cruel. Blood? Oh, you have no idea. You're holding the key to a vault bigger than your wildest dreams. And your little hero's life? Just collateral for my fun. Kira crouched behind a console, eyes scanning security feeds. Michael, the cameras are looped, but they might still ping. Move fast. Michael's heart raced. Every step toward Lucas felt like walking a tightrope over a pit of vipers. The USB pulsed in his pocket like it knew the stakes. One wrong move and Ethan's fate would be sealed. Timer, nice seat. Suddenly Lucas lunged, knocking over a chair. Michael dodged barely, heart in his throat. Sparks flew as metal clashed against the desk. Lucas's smirk vanished, replaced with deadly focus. You think your little tricks scare me? Lucas growled. I've been 2 steps ahead since day 1. Michael's mind raced. He needed a distraction, anything to even the odds. He grabbed a flare from his belt, tossing it across the room. Red light burst into the ceiling, blinding Lucas for a heartbeat. Kira shouted, Go! Get to the server. We can lock him out. Michael sprinted toward the central terminal, dodging falling debris and flying sparks. Lucas recovered quickly, firing wildly. But Michael ducked behind a metal crate, heart hammering. Timer 907. Sweat dripped down his face. The terminal glowed under his fingers. The USB slid in. Systems word, alarms muted. Access granted. Lucas cursed, furious. This isn't over, Hayes. You hear me? Not over! Michael stood, chest heaving, eyes locked on the exit. Kira waved frantically. Come on. Extraction is ready. Let's get your son. As they raced through the hallways, the countdown and chaos fading behind them, one truth burned in Michael's mind. The war isn't over. Lucas isn't done. But Ethan, he's alive. For now. Michael and Kira burst out of the firm's core, alarms wailing behind them. Rain slashed across the streets, drenching everything in icy sheets. Michael's chest heaved, adrenaline pumping, USB clutched tight. Ethan's face flashed in his mind, scared, blindfolded, but alive. That was all that mattered. Timer 112:40C, every second burning down. Move! Kira shouted, pointing toward a black SUV waiting in the shadows. Michael sprinted, heart hammering, each step heavy with fear and determination. Behind them, Lucas' men poured into the streets, guns drawn. Flashlights cut through the rain, shadows dancing like predators on the hunt. Michael ducked behind a dumpster, bullets pinging metal around him. This way! Kira hissed, yanking him toward the SUV. Doors swung open. Engine roared. Michael jumped in, tossing the USB onto the passenger seat. The driver floored it, tires splashing through puddles. Timer 100:08:21. Through the rain-soaked streets, Michael's mind raced. Lucas wasn't just after the USB. He knew Ethan was inside the firm's backup facility, somewhere secure, yet accessible only through the vault Michael had unlocked. We can't let him catch us, Michael muttered, gripping the dashboard. He'll kill him if we slip. Kira shot him a glance. Not if we play it smart. Follow my lead. We're going to hit the extraction point before he even knows what hit him. Up ahead, the backup facility's entrance glowed faintly under security lights. Michael's stomach twisted. One wrong step, one missed code, and Ethan was gone forever. Timer to Mount Home 342. Lucas' men swarmed the perimeter, but the SUV swerved, dodged, and slipped into a narrow alley. Michael's pulse was deafening. "I can't believe this is happening," he muttered. "I'm really going to get him back." Kira handed him a tablet with the facility's blueprints. We go in through here. Cameras looped. Security blind for 30 seconds. That's all you get. Michael swallowed hard, nodding. "Then we move fast. Ethan's waiting." The SUV screeched to a halt behind the hidden entry. Doors flew open. Rain pelted their faces as they darted inside. Michael clutched the USB, heart pounding, knowing the next few minutes would decide everything. Timer. 100 south of 58, Michael whispered under his breath. "Hold on, Ethan, Dad's coming." No matter what. And in the shadows, Lucas' voice crackled over a hidden comm. Low and threatening. "You won't see him alive. Hayes, not if I can help it." The hidden facility was dark, corridors twisting like a maze.
Michael's boots splashed in shallow puddles, USB tight in his fist. Every heartbeat thundered, every shadow whispered danger. Ethan was close. Too close to fail now. Timer. **00:04:17**. Final countdown. "Stay sharp," Kira whispered, eyes scanning every corner. Cameras looped only for 30 seconds. One misstep and it's over. Michael nodded. Sweat dripped from his forehead. He thought of Ethan, blindfolded and scared, and felt fire ignite in his chest. "I'll get you out, buddy." He muttered under his breath. Ahead, a door marked with security codes. Michael tapped the USB into the panel. Lights blinked green. He exhaled quietly. Door unlocked. Timer. *00:02:33**. Inside, Lucas waited, smirking, holding a handgun. "You're late, Hayes." "I was getting bored." He sneered. Michael's jaw tightened. "This ends now. Give him back." Lucas laughed, low and cruel. "You think it's that easy? You're just one man, and I control everything in here." Kira peeked from behind a console. Michael, flank left. "I'll cover your 6. Michael lunged, dodging Lucas shots, adrenaline screaming. Red sparks flew as bullets ricocheted off walls. He tackled Lucas toward the floor, USB pressed against his chest. Timer. *00:01:02*. Kira fired warning shots at the ceiling, startling Lucas. Michael grabbed him and forced him toward a control terminal. Unlock the cage. Michael barked. Lucas hesitated, sweating. Michael's glare burned into him. With trembling hands, Lucas hit the keys. Ethan's cage swung open. Michael ran, scooping his son into his arms. Timer. *00:00:18**. "Dad!" Ethan cried, tears streaking his face. Michael hugged him tight. "I told you I'd come, buddy. Always." He whispered. Lucas tried to reach for a hidden trigger, but Kira slammed him into the wall. He groaned, defeated. "This isn't over." He hissed. The helicopter's roar echoed above as Michael and Kira sprinted outside. Ethan in arms. Rain poured, washing away the chaos. Michael clutched the USB. The vault was secure. Ethan was alive. Timer. *00:00:01**. As the helicopter lifted into the stormy night, Michael looked down at the city below. One chapter was over. The war wasn't completely finished, but today he had won. Ethan smiled weakly. "You saved me, Dad." Michael kissed his forehead. Always, kid. Always. The city lights flickered below them, rain blurring the chaos into calm. Michael knew the road ahead was long, but with Ethan safe and the USB in hand, they had taken the first real step toward freedom.